KTN News in Wajir County.
Thank you, Daniel, for that story. Now, palm oil is the most used edible oil source in the world. However, it has become very controversial in the recent years for its alleged impact on the environment. Gloria Milimu was recently in Malaysia and now looks at how the world's second largest palm oil producer is in a race to prove that it can produce the miraculous versatile substance products sustainably. Take a look.
Palm oil. You've probably heard of it, yet don't know exactly what it is. But did you know that you may have eaten some of it today or even rubbed some on your body? That's how versatile the extraordinarily common ingredient that's found in countless consumer products is. It comes from the red fruits of the oil palm tree. Even so, the oil palm industry has been labeled an environmental villain due to its association with deforestation. Bidin Lawyer from Kari Island is one of the 1 million people working in the oil palm industry in Malaysia. The country, located in Southeast Asia, is the world's second largest palm oil producer after Indonesia. It has churned about 12.6 million metric tons in the first 8 months of 2024 alone. About 27% of the planted areas, equivalent to 1.5 million hectares in Malaysia, are owned by approximately 450,000 smallholders like Lawyer and his wife Noraini Binti Dola. For the couple who come from the Mameri indigenous tribe, oil palm cultivation has been their source of year-round income.
Oil palm cultivation has helped us. It has made it possible for me to buy groceries for the house and even provide education for our children.
We used to harvest at least 1.5 metric tons per month, but now we harvest at least 2.6 metric tons per month. I sell my harvest to one of the collection centers, and because of increased yield, we get additional income.
Unlike smallholders like Lawyer, the oil palm industry in Malaysia is dominated by large industry players like Diga 3. It sits on a 12,000 hectares of land and employs about 800 workers, consisting of harvesters and maintenance team. Interestingly, both players are confronted by the need to make the palm oil industry sustainable. This sustainability, according to experts, seeks to eliminate deforestation, greenhouse emissions, land conflicts and labor abuses from palm oil global value chains, while maintaining palm oil production as a vehicle for development in tropical countries like Malaysia. More often than not, smallholders like Lawyer have to join smallholders associations in order to ensure compliance through certification. They have to meet strict standards such as adhering to best farming practices and conserving the environment, among others.
We pull in all the smallholders to be in one certificate. As we all know, all the certification, especially RSPO certification, is quite expensive and the smallholders couldn't afford it.
Oil palm cultivation remains a controversial topic due to its sustainability implications. However, farmers here in Malaysia are looking to change this perception through the adoption of various strategies.
In terms of that, we draw the policies in terms of how that we improve this process. We draw up to improve that our seeds quality. We improve that the process of maintenance in terms of sustainability methods. In terms of the chemical use, we reduce it.
As part of its conservation efforts, the company says it has planted 2.28 million trees across its operations, which includes endangered, rare, and threatened species. Also, it has converted 86 acres of its former oil palm plantation area into a biodiversity park. Deforestation of primary forests in Malaysia has shown a reduction trend since 2016. According to the World Resources Institute report, the rate currently stands at 57%, specifically for the years 2020 to 2022. Most of this is attributed to the adoption of sustainability schemes.
Sustainability will turn into nothing unless we appreciate that it is a shared problem, but it requires individual changes.
Economic growth versus environmental sustainability remains one of the key issues associated with oil palm cultivation. But how is Malaysia navigating this to ensure a balance between economy and ecology? Currently, the country has about 500,000 hectares of oil palm trees that have exceeded 25 years. As opposed to expanding its land usage, part of its strategy is to replant in order to improve its yields.
In 2023, Malaysia made commendable progress in the replanting effort by replanting approximately 132,000 hectares, accounting for 2.3% of the total planted areas. This marked an improvement over the previous year of only 1.7% and is a positive step towards rejuvenating aging palm oil plantation to achieve our recommended 4% replanting rate annually.
Palm oil is Malaysia's largest agribusiness sector and one of the most crucial economic pillars for nation building. The sector contributes approximately 3% of its gross domestic product and generates an export value of more than $22 billion. Kenya is among countries that import palm oil from Malaysia. As of November 2023, Kenya had imported approximately 784,850 metric tons of the product, surpassing the total amount it imported in 2022 by 13%. Palm kernel oil imports is also said to have significantly increased from 5,313 metric tons in 2022 to 13,876 metric tons in 2023. This was attributed to regional demand for beauty and personal products, among other factors.
All countries are benchmarked as medium risk now.
Despite recent efforts focused on making the palm oil industry more sustainable, it continues to face numerous challenges, from ever-changing market dynamic and evolving trade policies to increasing scrutiny on sustainability practices and environmental impact. These policies include the European Union Deforestation Regulation (EUDR) that aims to prevent deforestation-linked products from entering its market.
Certain markets have introduced protectionist trade policies through environmental legislation that disproportionately target certain agriculture commodities producers. This regulation may indirectly impede economic progress, especially those that rely on agriculture commodities as the main source of revenue to provide basic necessities for their citizens, such as quality education, healthcare, and also public infrastructures.
While we know that the larger companies are able to meet the requirements of EUDR, with the extended timeline, we are still concerned that it will be an issue for the smallholders.
As countries like Malaysia strive to be categorized as low-risk country under the EUDR, stakeholders in the oil palm industry maintain that there is need for all nations to amplify meaningful two-way engagements rather than imposing regulations on others. This, they say, will pave way for designing of trade policies that will effectively address key climate issues in a fair and equitable manner.
2 months more, this price.
Gloria Milimu, KTN in Malaysia.
Thank you, Milimu, for that report. And it's all about being sustainable.